All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get 2 of our popsicle sticks and lay them on our table. We have one up top and we have one at the bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our other popsicle sticks, and we're going to line them up along our other popsicle sticks that we're laying down. So we're doing this just so we see how many popsicle sticks we need. I'm using the jumbo size popsicle sticks. So now I've got 2 for my backing, and so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like I need about 8 popsicle sticks across plus 2 along the back. That's a total of 10 popsicle sticks that I need. The number of popsicle sticks you need will depend on how big your popsicle sticks are. So if you're using the jumbo kind like I have, 10 should be lots. Now that I know how many popsicle sticks I need, I'm going to divide them up so I know what colors I'm going to paint each one. So because I have 8, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 and put them to the side, and put these 2 to the side. I'm going to paint these 2 popsicle sticks and these 2 popsicle sticks red, and then I'm going to paint these 4 popsicle sticks I have in the middle white. Okay, so 2 of them are going to be red, 4 are going to be white, and 2 are going to be red. These back sticks, we can put them to the side for now because we don't really need them. We'll be needing them a little bit later when we're putting our Canada flag together. Okay, so I'm going to start painting them now. All right, so I am painting my popsicle sticks red. So remember, I had 2 of them at the side that I was going to paint red on the one side of my Canadian flag and 2 on the other, which means that 4 of my popsicle sticks are going to be red. All right, so I just finished one. I'm going to put off to the side to dry. I'm going to pull up another popsicle stick, and I'm going to do another one. Now I have a tablecloth underneath, so if I get a little bit of paint on it, it's not a big deal. But we want to make sure that we have newspaper or something underneath our popsicle sticks, or a tablecloth. I think it's going to protect the table surface so we don't get paint all over it. So there's my second one. I'll do my third one. I have a big brush, so it's very, very easy to paint. That was quick. Then my third one. And my final red popsicle stick. Perfect. So now I have 1, let's see, 2, 3, oopsie daisy, flipped upside down, 4 red popsicle sticks. Now I have these other popsicle sticks here that I have not painted yet, and I'm going to paint them white now, just like I did with the red one. So I'm going to have 4 red popsicle sticks and 4 white popsicle sticks. Okay, so I have my 4 white popsicle sticks that I painted, and I have my 4 red popsicle sticks that I painted. So I need to make sure that they're dry before I start the next step. So my popsicle sticks are nice and dry. It's only going to take a few minutes because this paint dries pretty fast. If you find that it's taking a long time to dry, you can take your paintbrush and go over it one more time, because sometimes there's little chunks of paint that you miss when you paint them. So just make sure that it's all nice and smooth and it will dry nice and quick. So now that my popsicle sticks are dry and I have my 4 white and my 4 red, I'm going to go back to those other 2 popsicle sticks that we used at the beginning, because they're going to be the back of our Canada flag. Now, what I want to make sure of is that if I have them spread out the right amount of space. So I'm actually going to take one of my popsicle sticks, I'm going to put it beside it, just so I know how high or how far apart it has to be. So I want it close to the bottom and I want close to the top. So I think that's the perfect amount of space. I'm going to put this over to the side now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my white glue. So I have my bottle of white glue here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a strip of glue along the top here and a strip of glue along the bottom. You don't need tons of glue. You just need a little bit to go across like that. So there's my one. My glue comes out pretty fast. So I'm going to be really careful. I think I need a little bit more. There we go. All right, so I've got my 2 sticks. They've got their glue on them. Now I'm gonna take my popsicle sticks that I painted and I'm going to line them up on here. Now I'm gonna start with one of my red ones. So I'm gonna get a red popsicle stick and I'm gonna simply place it and push down. Okay, so I got my one red one. I'm gonna get my second red one. I'm gonna put it right beside. Now I have some glue popping up in between. That's okay because it will dry clear. All right, so I've got my 2. Now I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna put my white ones because remember I had 4 white and 4 red. 2 we're going to go on one side and 2 we're going to go on the other. So I'm going to put my white popsicle sticks on now. There's one, push down. There's 2, push down. Here's 3, push down. And 4. Now that I have my 4, I'm going to add my final 2 sticks right along the end here. So, whoops, I just knocked this over a little bit, but it stayed together, so that's a good sign. Here's my red, and here's my final red. Now I'm going to let that dry a little bit and then we're going to talk about the next step. Okay, so next step is we're going to try and draw a maple leaf in the middle of our Canada flag. So I just used a black marker and I just did a rough outline of a maple leaf. It's not perfect, but I tried my best. And if you want to trace a maple leaf, you can, or if you want to try and do one just freehand as well like I did, do whatever you feel most comfortable with. Either way, it will be a beautiful final product. So I've got my red paint here, and I'm going to paint my maple leaf red now. So I'm going to dip my paintbrush into my red paint. And I'm going to very carefully paint inside. Now, if you have a smaller paintbrush, this works a little bit better, but whatever size paintbrush you have will work just fine. I'm taking my time with this. I want to do a really good job with this. So I'm gonna go nice and slow. Now my Canada flag, because it's white my maple leaf, because it's white underneath, your first layer of red paint might look a little pink, and that's okay. So if that happens, all you have to do is paint it, let it dry, and then when it dries, you can just put another layer of red paint on top of it, and then it'll all be fixed. Painting a maple leaf is tricky. There's lots of little corners. So just take your time, try and stay inside the lines as much as you can. And if you go outside the lines a little bit, it's okay, not a big deal. All right, I'm just gonna go over a few other little spaces here that I think need just a little bit more red. And there we go. We have our own little mini version of a Barn Board Canada flag.